Yo, it's your boy SpankDog, aka Puffinstein at YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know what it is. Let's get right to it. So, whatever. I was about to smoke a little bit, but we're gonna keep that out the equation because it don't make sense to make videos and not be able to reach people. We gotta maximize the reach. The messages don't get conveyed if the people who run the algorithm and the platforms think you're behaving badly, too badly. You know what I'm saying? So I try to tell y'all, I keep myself in check. I be classy. That's it. That don't mean that I won't let certain things hang out. But like I said, I'm not, listen, man. Like I said, I always try to stay away from glamorizing anything that was what I would call just wild stuff, and I love all you guys, man. That like who you are, and you know who I'm talking to, and I'm not like a lot of other people. Who else I don't even use the like button. That shit is invisible to me. All I see is love. You know what I'm saying? And I put that love on everything. You know what I'm saying? Who does that? And like I said, I'm not trying to be better than anybody. I'm just trying to let you know, think about it. Sometimes people, you gotta stop and think. You know what I'm saying? I put an animated 3D video up, and it was about how, I don't want to like single out platforms, because it's platforms in general. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, when you post something, you might not want to take a shot at the platform you're posting the video on. You get what I'm saying? It's not too bright. But like I said, I come from a place where it's on some, man, F that, I ain't scared about that. But you end up messing yourself up if you be like that. So you gotta find like a balance where you're not worried about not being true to yourself and saying, yo, it's like, it's work, and certain things you just don't bring to work, even if they're right. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And we're lucky to be our own bosses. You know what I'm saying? So, for me to say, you know what, while you're on doing your thing, your commentary for an hour or two, curb the vulgarity. That's all, just for an hour or two. You could do it. I speak to people that I mess with. I use certain words, but I could easily replace that one particular word with dude. Like, yo, that's my dude over there. You know what I'm saying? This dude be bugging. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easily replaceable. And I guarantee you, not only could I live without it, any real person out there could live without it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, before I go, I'm going to give y'all the raw acapella of Lisa Lopez real quick. The jump off I made about my lady, because it pertains to what I'm talking about. Because when I was like 24 years old, 23 years old, I met her. And, I was in the thick of things. You know what I'm saying? It had gotten pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying? And when I fell in love with her, I stopped messing around like that. When you get a girlfriend, you don't even put much thought to it, but you start to become a homebody. And there wasn't really nothing to go against because I was happy. So I didn't care whether I was hanging out on the corner or if I was in my wife's house or if I was in the front. Like, it was all good as long as I was, I wasn't in an argument with my lady. So anyway, this is a big shout out to my wife, man. How she be holding down my son is wild. Like, y'all people, like my son is rambunctious. Like, you don't gotta worry. Now ain't the time to defend my son. Yeah, but he knows. Or yeah, but he, he's a spirit of light. Like, I know that. What I'm saying is that he's also the Tasmanian devil. And my wife and me both have to keep him from, how the Tasmanian devil spins like 100 miles an hour, 1,000 miles an hour? Well, we're the ones that gotta stop him from spinning like a top. So it becomes crazy. But I just want to shout her out for what she does with my son. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. You're a good woman, not a hook or a hoe. You know how we go, we be best amigos. My guns got your back, it's for real like that. This shit ain't an act, this shit be a fact. Don't get smacked for acting up with Lee. Get smashed like debris or get thrown in the sea. You see how it be? I only run with my lady. She's $1 million baby. She drives me crazy. I ain't jealous, I trust. It's all out of love. We fit like gloves. What the fuck am I singing?
This shit ain't an act. This shit be a fact. Don't get smacked for acting up with me. Get smashed like debris, get thrown in the sea. You see how it be? I only run with my lady. She's $1 million baby.
She drives me crazy.
She drives me crazy. It's amazing to me.
It's amazing to me. What the fuck is I ain't jealous, I trust? That's another song I talk about you.
Like she came out the
my lady, she's $1 million baby. She drives me crazy. It's amazing to me. Alright. You're a good woman, not a hook or a hoe. You know how we go, we be best amigos. My guns got your back. It's for real like that. This shit ain't an act. This shit be a fact. Don't get smacked for acting up with Lee. Get smashed like debris or get thrown in the sea. You know, see how it be? I only run with my lady. She's $1 million baby. She drives me crazy. It's amazing to me how she came out the sky. Fully I would die in the blink of an eye. She makes my heart pump when she shakes her rump. She passed by while I bump, making money like Trump. I was chilling on the corner, looking like a goner. My life she was saved. I thought I was brave, but was humbled by a lady. Shit was fucking crazy. I yet was still to see the power of Lee. She's always looking golden, hazel in her eyes. Myself I despise for the times I made her cry. Smacked the bottle out my hand and stood by a man. Said I'm not giving up. I don't give a fuck. Imagine the luck. 1 million stars in the sky. Why ask why? I feel like I'm high when I'm holding her tight. I tell her not to worry. Together I'll be in heaven with Lee. Till death do us part. I think we're still together. Nothing can sever. Forever we're tethered. No matter the weather, we fight life's endeavors. In heaven I'll be together with Lee. It's your boy SpankDog. I'm out of here.